सबर सर सबर सबर का फल मीठा होता है.
तेरे गुलाब जाम मीठे होंगे. खाओ.
Abhay and Sharvari, a warm welcome to you both on Filme Shilmy. Sharvari, we've done audio interviews, I think, before. We did it for Forgotten Army, then we did it for Bunter Bubby.
Yes.
So it's great to have you on video. And Abhay,
Thank
it's
you.
great to meet you.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Anuj.
Okay, look, I think for both of you, this is quite a first. This is your first horror comedy. And I think, Abhay, I have to congratulate you for your amazing performance in The Family Man. I really enjoyed watching you. You were fabulous in that. So talk to me about you as artists, navigating the horror comedy space, because these are two very difficult genres to really adapt to as artists. Sharvari, will begin with you.
Honestly, for any actor, I feel like I don't think any genre really comes easy, because at the end of the day, there's a lot of hard work and a lot of homework that goes in any kind of genre. It could be drama, it could be horror, it could be comedy. And, even though the film is a horror comedy, it has a whole blend of emotions, because everyone's life goes through these like turmoil of emotions. So we have drama, we have breakups, we have patch ups, we have lots of things in the film. And I think that when it comes to horror comedy or any kind of emotion, I think that the best thing is to just surrender. I don't think that I went in thinking that, oh, this is a horror and this is a comedy, and so I got to land the horror and the comedy. But actually, the truth is that you just got to be so truthful to your character that people are going to end up either getting scared or laughing. But our job is really not to think about the fact that are we scaring people or are we making them laugh. That's not our job, because we're out of it as an actor the minute we start thinking about something like that. We can't think of an outcome. We just have to really be super truthful to whatever emotion there is to play. Because, most times, even in horror comedy films, and you could take Stree as an example, we were actually laughing at that scene of Abhishek Banerjee getting scared.
Yeah.
Like, he was really scared. Like, he was so scared. And we were only laughing at his misery. So I think that as an actor, you're doing something completely different, but people might find it funny or people might find it scary, but you're actually doing something completely different. So I think that while the genre is very, very tricky, as an actor, it was just to go in there and give that 100% emotion that the character needs.
Correct. Absolutely. Very well articulated. Abhay, would you like to add anything to that?
I mean, Sharvari said it all, but there's just a couple of things which comes into my mind when you ask this. So first thing, I intend to actually do whatever my mind gets scared listening to and says no to. So that's the first challenge which I take on with both my hands. And I really love to do everything that my mind say no. This is a little tricky space to go in. So I'm here for breaking all the stereotypes and all the things which my mind says, oh no, you can't do. I want to do that first. And second of all, adding to that would be a thing that in these kind of films, you just have to do this very difficult thing, which seems easy, that you just have to be yourself and have fun. So that's the thing which,
that's true.
Yeah, so that's the thing which is a very tricky space, and you because as an actor you try to put in a lot of things, like you intend to do things and add something to the table, and just just keep working on scenes and add little bit of extra things here and there. But for this kind of genre, you have to have fun with yourself first so that the audience can have fun. So that's a very tricky, it sounds easy, but it's a very tricky and difficult space to tap in.
Very, very, again, very well said. Yeah, go on, Sharvari, you were going to add something?
No. I was just saying that I was impressed with his answer.
I'll tell you what else is very impressive, though, is that I think both of you, and it's quite ironic that you have come together for Munjya, because I feel like there's a certain knack that you both have as actors where where you are able to play unassuming characters. Sharvari, like for you, when you played a soldier in The Forgotten Army, which was like, one of your first screen roles, obviously major breakthrough was of course with Bunter Bubbly. Again, it was a very unassuming character. She seems like a very typical girl next door, but obviously she had a streak of conning people. Then Abhay, again in Family Man, you played this character which seems like a very typical boy next door, but then he turns out to be quite a sneak and a bit of a lethal individual. So when it comes to playing unassuming, and because the concept of Munjya is essentially about, expecting the unexpected, how have you as artists managed to master that art and present unassuming natures of characters so effortlessly and naturally? Abhay, I'm going to go with you, and then Sharvari will go with you.
Oh, that's a very interesting question, actually, Anuj. Thank you for asking that. But I actually like to believe that acting is art which you have to do seriously, but not take seriously. So that's what I really believe in. And whatever it's a profession of cheating and deceiving people. So that's where the fun lies for me. And one of the most important things which I do when I have to play like a double layered or like a different things which I'm portraying on screen is that to take it bit by bit. Just believe in the scene, whatever I'm doing. So, for example, taking a family man, when I was with the girl whom I wanted to abduct or kidnap, I was with her and I really loved her in that particular scene with all my heart. And where I'm portraying a different or the negative side, so to say, of it, I was believing that I am a negative character and I have different intentions with the girl. So I think it has a lot to do with believability and the conviction that you put in the scene to make it believable. And I won't lay out all my cards which I which I use when I'm performing. But yeah, that's major which I believe in, that to believe in everything that you're doing is what makes it easy and believable for the audiences as well.
Absolutely. Sharvari, what about you?
I think that I've always wanted to be identified as an actor who is unrecognizable on screen, who comes in and does something that you wouldn't expect of me, and which is why even in Forgotten Army, I was playing a soldier, and I was a very demure character. In Bunty or Bubbly, we of course played con artists, and we had multiple cons, multiple prosthetic looks, so many different accents, and we just body types. We had a lot of that stuff happening, and I think that from Forgotten Army, that blew people's mind. That, oh my God, like we didn't expect her to be in Bunty Bubbly, and we didn't expect this from her. And I think that same thing goes for Munjya, because again, it is a project that is one of its kind. There's never been a CGI actor in India. It's something that we're all doing for the first time, and I think it's so exciting to be a part of a film that is so different. And I would love for people to come out and be like, you know what, I didn't expect Sharvi to do this. And I think that would be my biggest compliment, because at the end of the day, what makes an impact is when you can blow the audience away. And also for an actor, it's nicer to get out of their comfort zone. So even like after Munjya, I did a film called Veda, which is completely based in Rajasthan. I learned how to speak Rajasthani. I got my dialect right. A lot of people actually saw the teaser of that and were like, we didn't imagine you in this space. Then Dinu gave me a song called Taras. Then they said, we didn't imagine you in this space. And I said that's great. That's exactly what I wanted to achieve. When people say that, oh, we didn't see Sharvari like this, that's a big win for me. And I hope to do that going forward as well.
Absolutely, no, for sure, 100%. But I think we're at a phase where we are all connecting to our roots for some reason or the other. And I think because of COVID, it's kind of made us introspect on where we've come from. And I think Munjya obviously the concept itself comes from, I believe, Maharashtrian and Konkani mythology as well. It also has references of like Hindu customs and traditions as well. So I think for you both, of the youth of India today, when it comes to sort of living this sort of in this modern world, but then also being connected with traditions, how much did you identify with that side and that concept as well? Because I'm sure it's, our roots never leave us, right? Our heritage never leaves us, no matter in what format it is. Abhay, again, we'll begin with you and then Sharvari will come to you.
So I really like to believe that I not just I have chosen this profession of acting to just act, and for all the byproducts of it, like for example, a good house, a good car, or people love. I also chose this profession majorly so that I become a better person every day, and that's a proven fact. I can vouch for that any day at any time. that it really teaches me how to become a better person, how to become informative, and how to become more knowledgeable, and hence wisdom. So Munjya was one such film where I got introduced to another folklore, another custom, another traditions where which I didn't know that they exist. The Maharashtrian culture I was aware about like a 10%, but now I can happily say that I'm on a 80 to 90%. Still 10% of it is left, and for that I'll spend time with Sharvari more, and then I'll get to the 100% thing. Yeah, Munjya was one such thing, yeah, because how else? I can't really think of a better way to get informative about this culture and tradition which existed, or a folklore that existed in India. So I really thank myself to be in this profession, first of all, and second of all, yes, it becomes. I mean, it comes from a folklore of a Maharashtrian belt, which I hand over the mic to Sharvari, because she'll be the best person to explain that, as she has always been.
Yeah, please, Sharvari, if you could please explain that would be great.
Yeah, no, so to just begin with your question, I feel like I have always been very rooted to my culture. I am a Maharashtrian, and of course, Munjya also comes from a Maharashtrian backdrop. But I think that it is not just, I mean, while it is a Maharashtrian folklore, I'm assuming that there have been many such folklores in many other cultures as well, which possibly once people go to the theaters and watch it, will be like, oh, we have a rendition of something like this, because that's exactly how folklores work. And they say that in India, water changes every few kilometers, language changes few kilometers, the way you dress changes. And I think that that's such a strong identity that Indians have, that they have they have different languages, they have different clothing, they have different food, and yet we're also united, and yet we're also connected. And I think that that's incredible about Indians in general. And I think that even if, like, I have family and friends that stay in the UK, in the US, and they're so rooted to their cultures. Just see the way people celebrate Diwali. It's humongous, and it's so lovely to see. So I think it just brings everybody together. And I think our film is exactly like that, because people will have heard some rendition of Munjya in their own childhood, or in like the dada dadi, nana nani. Someone must have told them something about this. It comes from a folklore deep in Maharashtra. It revolves around a thread ceremony, which is called as Munjya in Marathi, and that's why it's called Munjya. The name of the film is Munjya. And I won't reveal too much about the story, because we've really, I mean, the director and all of us have really done something super special to, there's an origin story of Munjya in the beginning of our film, and I would love for people to watch that, and so that we keep that as a secret. But yeah, it's something that people will definitely relate to, and I'm sure that you could be of any you could come from anywhere in India, you must have heard of this story.
Definitely. Well, look, I've been told to wrap up. So on that note, thank you so much,
Thank you
Sharvari.
so
I can't
much.
wait to see this new Stree franchise.
Thank you so
And
much,
this whole
Anuj.
Stree franchise, this new horror comedy universe from Maddock. So I'm really
Thank you.
excited and can't wait to see it on the big screen. Thank you so much, guys, and
Thank
wishing
you
you all the
so
best.
Thank you,
much.
Anush. Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Thanks, Anuj. Bye.
Bye-bye.